when people talk about AI, people tend to think of the dangers of it, the end of the world scenarios, when robots take over humanity and become the dominant race and species. But what if we just kind of peel back the curtains a little bit, look past the dangers of AI, which are blatantly there, but look at what good AI has done for the world so far. In one scenario, it's been reported that South Korea has started releasing hologram police officer guards in parks in the capital of Seoul, which has actually reduced crime by 22% when these things are in operation. That is quite incredible. This has been reported by Deserto, but also by many, many other outlets. Obviously, it has officially started in South Korea. There's no denying it looks incredibly creepy when it is in operation, but it's a pretty cool concept. So the idea of it is, right, so South Korea have implemented holographic police officers, a projection of an officer who stands near populated areas to make citizens feel safer, and through the capital, and though the cop isn't real, this does actually work for deterring crime. Now, it's basically like a scarecrow for potential criminals, but there are an extra few bells and whistles that make sure that it's more than just that. Between AI-powered camera detection and a schedule in which the hologram speaks, and actual officers keeping an eye on where the holograms are set up, it's been a pretty successful venture for the police in the area, even if it does look a little bit dystopian. So the way that this works is a video of a policeman is projected into a piece of acrylic, and it plays a short scripted statement reminding people that the police presence is there, even if it isn't an actual police officer in sight. Officer Kim Hyun-don claimed that crime has actually dropped by as much as 22% in areas of Seoul where it was implemented while speaking with DW News, saying that it is impacted when it comes to deterring impulsive crimes. That's crazy. Now, he stated, after introducing holographic police officers, crime rates dropped by approximately 22%. The biggest impact was on impulsive crimes such as drunken violences or disputes, he claimed. Citizens claimed that it actually felt like there was an actual officer there, even though it wasn't there directly. And in a lot of ways, there is, considering cameras are constantly monitoring a heavily populated area and an actual officer is never that far away. Despite looking like something ripped straight out of Blade Runner, Seoul's police department has actually had some encouraging success with this new crime stopping measure and may look to implement it in more areas soon. Now, obviously, this is so far been a huge success, but data from the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency indicates that this huge impact, as far as 22%, comparing data from October 2023 to May 2024 to October 2024 and May 2025. Officer Kim Hyun-don obviously noted the psychological presence of the hologram combined with the surveillance cameras discourages disorderly behaviour, particularly impulsive acts, like we've stated. Chief An Dong-hyun of Jungbu Police Station describes the holograms as a smart security device which boosts perceived safety. Now, obviously, there has been a little bit of pushback to this. Some people have found it a little bit unnerving to not have a genuine police officer there, but to have, this hologram version. But it's better than now, isn't it? And it is quite a weird thing to see, and a little bit dystopian, if not a little bit creepy. So, here's a video of it kind of in action.
Walking through a park at night and suddenly a life-size police officer appears in front of you. But it's not real. In Seoul, South Korea, they've just introduced a holographic cop projected every night from 7 to 10 p.m. in Jaedong 3rd Park. Now here's the twist. The hologram doesn't chase anyone, it just stands there warning people that CCTV cameras are watching and the real officers can respond quickly. And guess what? Since they launched it, crime in that area has dropped by 22%. It's basically a psychological trick, but a powerful one. And if this works long term, Seoul says we could see more of these tech-driven cops appearing across the city. What do you think? Smart idea or a bit too of a Black Mirror movie?
I mean, it's definitely a weird concept, but I think it's fantastic. If we can use AI like this in any capacity, I think I think we could see some huge successes. Now, beyond holograms, South Korea is also exploring other AI applications in policing. Since 2020, Seoul's Sucho district has been developing AI-powered surveillance cameras to predict crimes by analysing behavioural patterns, such as detecting masks as suspicious items or stalking behaviour. Additionally, in a 2023 initiative outlined plans for AI algorithms to predict stalking and sex crimes alongside real-time drug trafficking maps and AI-equipped patrol cars that analyze voice and video to assess emergencies. A notable example is that of the Korea Voice Analysis Model, the KVOM, which has improved voice phishing investigations by identifying criminal voices with a 77% higher precision, leading to the arrest of 51 members of phishing organizations, which is obviously quite a big deal. And while these technologies show promise, concerns exist about privacy, potential biases in AI algorithms, and an over-reliance on automated systems. The holographic officers in particular rely on perception rather than actual enforcement, and their success may partly stem from the novelty factor or increased surveillance awareness. Now, plans are underway to expand AI and holographic technology to other regions, but long-term effectiveness remains under evaluation thus far. But the early signs are very, very promising. Obviously, you know, it's weird to see these things kind of in action. It's weird to see these things actually working. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this can actually work, or do you think that this is just, you know, the novelty factor? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.